Welcome back to another Flutter video. In today's episode, we'll dive deeper into the SliverAppBar widget. In the first episode, you learn how we can add slivers to a Flutter project. We create a custom scroll view effect app that allows a user to scroll a list and collapse the appbar widget. In today's episode, let's dive deeper into the SliverAppBar widget and see what other customization we can apply to it. So as I said in the first video, we have the same properties as we have inside of a regular app bar widget, but I also introduced you to these two new properties right here. The pin property, when the value is true, even if a user scrolls to a list, this app bar will be fixed, and this floating, as soon as the user tries to scroll down, the app bar will be visible. So besides of these two properties, we also have this property right here, snap. So right here, if you provide the value as true, as soon as the user scroll down, this app bar will be fully visible to the user. But notice right here, if you change the value of this floating to be false, and you try to do, we get this exception right here. So you cannot use this property snap without using this floating with the value of true. So besides of these properties, we can also define a height to our app bar widget using this expanded height property. Let's say now app bar widget will have 150 pixel for the height. So now when you save right here, so need to reload our app. So notice now the height of your app bar widget. We also have this one right here, the collapse height. So here, this will allow us to define what is the minimal width before the app bar is fully collapsed. So let's say 100. So now notice the behavior as I'm scrolling up. You can see the app bar will be collapsed, but as soon as I get to 100 pixel, the app bar will be hidden. So now let's increase this one to be 250. So besides of these properties, we also can add another widget to our app bar widget using this property right here, the flexible space, and this will expect a widget. We can call this flexible spacer widget. These allow us to define right here a title as a widget, a background also is expect a widget. We can also center the title. We can also add padding to the title. And here we have right here the stretch mode. Notice right here this will expect a list of stretching modes, and by default this will be zoom the background. So here let's define first the title. So let's define a constant text widget, and for the text let's say flexible title. Let's also define a padding. So let's use the padding, so title padding property. And here let's define a constant agiliset.symmetric name constructor. And let's say now our vertical padding will be 10 pixel. Then for the background, if you want, you can use right here image.network, and here you provide the path to our image. So I have an example right here. So I will copy this URL and paste it right here. So now when I save, you can see right here we have an image defined right here. You can also give a comma and just call right here the fit property, and let's use the box fit with the value of cover. So now save, you can see this will fill your app bar widget. Now notice the behavior right here. As I'm start to scrolling down, notice the title will start to collapse and also the background start to fade in. So if you don't want to use an image, you can also use a container widget, and here you can call the decoration property and apply a decoration to your container widget. But I want to use this other widget right here, which is the decoration box, and here this allows us to apply decoration to it by calling the box decoration class. So here let's use a gradient, and this we can use right here a radial gradient or a linear gradient. Let's use the linear gradient, and right here you need to provide a list of colors. So here let's use colors dot blue, and then let's use colors dot amber accent. So now save, you can see right here now our background is a linear gradient. So these are the properties that you can use to customize your SliverAppBar widget. As you can see, this is very dynamic and can become very flexible for you to customize as you need it. So this is it for this video. If you find this video useful, give it a like and also subscribe to our channel so you can get notification when new videos are coming out. This is it for this video. In the next video, let's learn more about a sliver list. This is it. See you on the next one.